All right, welcome back. I think today we're gonna start with the driver's side, as much as we really don't want to.
Not at all.
We're kind of sick of body work already. This is our first time doing it, and we don't like it very much. So we're gonna start with this side. We're gonna take this. We got everything stripped off the firewall. This is completely unbolted, the bolts that go through it, and we're getting ready to drill the spot welds out. These two top screws that go in here, we're not touching where those are mounted at, so those are tight in there. So we'll be able to use those same two screws to line up the bottom, to line this plate back up, and then be able to mark where we got to cut out the other holes for the other bolts and steering column to come through and everything. So that's where we're starting at right now. And then once we get that off, then we're going to start cutting the floor out. And I think this time we've decided we're going to start with trying to just cut the floor out and replace the floor pan first. And then once we get that replaced, then we'll go ahead and start working on the rockers and the cab corner. Because that way at least we'll have the floor in, and the truck will be mainly supported by that with the braces and everything in the frame.
Yeah, we gotta do all that bracing again.
Yep. So
Fun.
that's where we're going to start. So we'll be working on that now.
Should be interesting.
We already center drilled the spot welds, so we're going to go ahead and start drilling those out. Kevin's going to drill those out. Where was this drill bit?
How did I drop? It was in the box over there.
Oh, okay. You drew because you grabbed the bit from me and put it in the drill. Yeah, but I think that the reason that it's trying to walk is because it's got that broken tooth. And if you get that broken tooth out of the way, then it won't. Ooh, yeah, no.
Yeah, just take it off. I'm gonna take it and sharpen it real quick.
When you're using these, we broke a tooth on it, so they are reversible, so you can just flip them around on there. Just tip it up. It's not that hot now, but it does get hot when you hold it. Is it tight?
No, but it will be. Okay, as you can see, we got this plate out finally. This metal's pretty thin and gross, so we're just going to replace the whole thing and shave it like we did that side. Hopefully it'll look almost as good, maybe. I think I'll let Corey do it on this side so it looks better. But now we're going to see if we can get that old floor patch out and see what kind of mess we got in there.
And our emergency brake release, or our park brake release handle broke, so we got to get a new one of those now. Thanks, Kevin.
Do we really need e-brakes?
We're never going to be able to afford this truck now.
Okay, yeah, that one got hot. Yeah, because it's loud as shit inside that truck when you're grinding. That's why we bought a bag.
Can I take something before Kevin snores?
Only if I can keep some for when Brandy snores.
Shot.
What?
Corey, that's an
So only if I
awesome
can-
shot of your floor pan.
Only if I can keep some for when Brandy snores.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're working on getting the driver's side floor pan in. We we got the old floor out. We replaced the cab mount. All that stuff's good to go. But putting these floors in, button them up to the metal, they were a pain in the butt. So we cut a bunch of little tabs that we're going to tack weld pretty much in here like this, so that when we slide the pan in, it butts up against this and it'll hold it into place. That way it'll make our life a lot easier trying to get this thing in and lined up. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. Sweet. You good? That's all it takes. Okay, another day at the shop. Today I'm going to be working on putting the door switches in. So when you open the door, the interior lights come in or come on. This truck never had them, had the provisions for them, but never had it. And unfortunately the ones that they sent us are too small for the hole. Just kind of flops around in there. So I'm going to weld up that hole, drill it out, and tap it to take the new switch. That way when we open the doors, the new interior lights are going to come on. And Corey's over on the other side working on the kick panel.
All right, well, like you said, I'm working on the kick panel. We got the new one in, so I'm going around right now and just cleaning it up, making it so that we can actually see the spot welds, so I can go through and drill all the spot welds out so we can get that out and get the new one up in here. And that should make it a lot easier, so we ain't got to try and figure out the bottom section where you can't see under the floor, but that comes along the rocker and the B-pillar and everything. So we'll see how this works. Hopefully much better than that side was when we had to build it ourselves.
Sweet, turn 2. Okay, so now we're gonna try to feed this thing up from the bottom, the new piece. Should be interesting. Hopefully.
Yay.
Hopefully not too much.
Oh, you know what? You want to clean out in there and spray paint that? Oh wait, that's the rocker. That's the rocker, isn't it? Okay, so yeah. I don't know how.
Feed it through here.
I mean, I can get through there, but gotta get with the front. Hold on. I think we're gonna put it right here. Oh shit! We get it back out. Tires in the way. This goes up here.
We caught
Yeah, I know.
right there. Just don't pinch my finger.
Yeah, just watch your fingers on it. Like yeah. Watch your fingers on the bottom down there. So come
Yeah.
towards those. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to go under that or if it's supposed to go above it.
I'm above it.
Yeah, I'll say. That's what I'm thinking. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Something like that. Something like that. See, this is where it comes fun. That's basically when we're lining it up with that stuff up top. I might have bent it a little bit. Get stuff in my eyes, you know.
a clamp.
What's that?
Get me a clamp. That flat one off the welding cart. Or those will work too, I guess.
One works better. This isn't much to for this to clip to, but one in there, someplace else, or not?
No. Take a look, see what you think.
All right. It can't go anymore, so we're just gonna have to fill that little spot right there. That looks pretty good. You think this needs to go up more? This is
Oh.
it looks pretty even all the way down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think right there looks good.
Good, good.
Well, it
Sweet. Let's tack it in. Okay, so we're back to our favorite part of this whole project, doing rocker panels and inner rockers. Floor's in, so that's a third of the battle. Right now we're about to cut the outer rocker, get it fit up in there. Then we'll start in on the inner rocker once we get the outer rocker where we want it.
All right, well, welcome back to another day at the garage. We got the cab finally, all the rust finished up on the driver's side and everything, and the firewall shaved and the parts replaced.
Back together.
Yeah, back together. We'll take you around in a little bit and show you all that. But we finally got a few pieces for the chassis in and stuff. So I think we're gonna be working today on doing prep for paint. We're doing like bed liner on the cab and then inside the cab, and then doing, we think, we're not sure about the floor yet if we're going to do bed liner or if we're going to do undercoating to just make it so it's easier to clean and everything. And then we'll be working on taking the front suspension out completely, and we're going to clean that all up and replace the bushings and all that stuff while we got it all off. And then also go through and start cleaning up the frame. We've got most of the stuff all stripped out of the frame. The only thing left, I think, is the rear brake line.
Yep.
So we'll pull that out because we have to replace that anyways. It's got compression unions in it, which are not really meant to be used in brakes. They can get you by in a pinch, but they shouldn't be left on for your permanent brake line fix. I don't know what else you got to say.
It's been a long time since we've got anything on film because this was really tedious. We showed you the beginning process of what we were doing, so we just figured we'd finish it up before we show you the finished product. Well, almost finished. We still got to clean up and paint the inside, but
Yeah, and keep in mind there's some sanding that still has to be done and everything for the finish sand to make it look as good as it can get. And
so the stuff sticks.
yeah, and so stuff sticks to it. And we know we got to go through and we're going to clean everything all up and use some acetone on it, wipe it all down to make sure it's completely clean before we paint anything, so that it'll stick good. We don't want it peeling off this. The old paint that was in here was all starting to peel off, so you can tell the people that did the last paint job on it didn't spend the time that they needed to make sure everything was clean and prepped right for the paint. So we're trying to avoid that. We're by no means body men, but we're trying to do the best we can from what we've learned from doing it ourselves and what we've learned from watching videos on YouTube from other people. So
You want to tell them about the suspension work, or just let them see the finished product?
I'll tell them.
All right, we didn't like the rake that the truck had when we got it. Looked like the back end was lifted and the front end wasn't. So we're going to take care of that by dropping it in both ends. I believe we're at 4 inches in the front, 6 in the back.
We're dropping it.
Gonna have to C-notch the back, drop the front, pretty much make a low ride
Yep.
burnout truck,
Yep. Rat rod.
rat rod.
So that's what's coming for that. The engine, we were planning on using the original block and everything. We're not sure we're going to do that now. We just got a lead today. Somebody that's got a Chevy 350, they think it might be a 4-bolt main. That's a block that they had all the machine work done on already and everything, and it's just been sitting around. So we'll have to do some cleanup on it and like that. But he's already got pistons, rods, all that kind of stuff. We may still go ahead and order our pistons, our lower end that we were talking about doing, but we'll at least have a block that the machine work's already all done and it's ready to go. We just gotta check clearances, check to see what size everything is so that we can make sure we get the bearings the right size, all that kind of stuff. But that might end up saving us a couple $100, because the price that the guy wants for the block is probably a couple $100 less than what we would be paying in machine work on the block that we've got. Because we were converting
And
this
caps
one.
if he's 4-bolt already.
Yeah, I already bought those. So, but we got caps coming already for this one to change it from a 2-bolt to a 4-bolt with splayed bolts on the outside. Supposed to make it stronger even than just a regular 4-bolt main, because we're planning on building some horsepower in this engine. Once we get everything all purchased and on the way for the engine and all that kind of stuff, we'll fill you guys in on the engine. We're looking at building a 383 stroker. The engine that we had was bored 40 over, so we were going to be 40 over 383 stroker, so it would have been, what, I can't remember. We figured it out the other day, but I don't remember what we
Yeah,
got.
I don't remember. Should have
It's
wrote
gonna
it
be bigger
down.
than a 383 stroker, but basically a 383 stroker. And then we're putting a big cam in it and all that, so, and higher flow heads to get more
Should be fun.
flow. So we're hoping to get, when we're all said and done, somewhere between 450 to 500 horsepower out of it. So
Which is actually quite a bit for a truck this small.
yeah,
It doesn't weigh much.
the back end weighs nothing in this truck, so we may end up having to figure out how we're gonna get some weight in the back on this thing. We don't want a bunch of weight in the back, but we'll see what happens with that. I guess we can take you down now and show you around the truck. So we'll be back in just a second.
So Corey got a new toy for doing seam sealer.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. Not having to do it by hand with click, a click, a click, a click, and trying to keep it steady. We can go. It goes super slow.
Pull the trigger.
Like you can, I am.
Holy cow.
That's the slowest setting. It barely goes. And then you got the fastest setting. I like it.
Okay, so we've decided that we're going to take the spindles off because it's easier to separate ball joints on the car, and then we'll lower it all down and get it out of the truck. So figured we'd let you see me try to get this side apart, and I'll try to keep it PG because these tend to be a pain, especially after they've been together this long.
Nah, they'll be easy.
Now that you've said that,
Remember,
I'm in trouble.
Remember, this is a Southern truck.
True.
they'll probably just fall apart when you take the, what you call it off.
I mean, really, who aligns their ball joint so that the cotter pin points straight at the hub and then puts it in backwards? Can you give me a pick?
You want angle? Angle or hook?
Angle. So gonna end up being punctured myself.
What?
So gonna end up with a puncture wound.
You got it to move, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let's see. Now just grab it like this. If I can get the pliers on it. Whoops. No, can't get the pliers on it. Well, maybe I can. The plier bolt was loose. Not was loose, I mean. No. Yeah, probably use the pick to get it a little bit further so I can get it better. I got it turned so that you can get it. There you go. Now I probably can get it with these. I know this isn't the most easy way to do this because the fact that it's there.
Good thing your hand wasn't in there.
What's that?
Good thing your hand. Oh crap.
These are the pliers. I'll set those up here so they'll
1
fall
inch?
on you later. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over here and work on the pickle fork because, you know, cheap shit tools, so they widen out. Big hammer.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's the ball joint, the pickle fork in the socket.
You can tell I'm rusty. I have to grab multiple stinking wrenches
Yep.
because I can't remember the sizes anymore.
Yeah, you know, the great thing is that on the ship when we're working down the space, and everybody's like, what size bolt is that? And the people like look at this bolt right here and be like, oh, I think that's like a 1/2 inch. And I'm like, try like 9/16. And they're like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yo, I swear, Northern truck, I would have to fight this thing all the way up. Broke it loose, 2 turns with the wrench. It was good.
Hey, what's this nut from? That was stuck in the 1/2 inch socket.
I don't know, I thought that was yours.
Oh, nope. All right. Nope.
What size is it?
It's 1/2 inch. And I don't know where do you have do you have the 9/16 socket?
No. Yeah, to get this off. We've already had it off once, it shouldn't be that hard.
Oh no, but what about the ball joint? You're probably gonna have to just use socket or wrenches, I mean.
these wonderful ratcheting inventions. They put this crap so tight, you gotta use the box or the open ends.
Yep. So I just put that right back through it again. What size are the caliper bolts?
Either Allen's or Torx. Allen's.
3/8 Allen.
Yeah. Gotta be I was thinking I was going to be saying some choice words to that. They haven't been greased in.
I'll say I'm thinking the inside pad's probably gonna have more pad left on it.
No, it's metal to metal.
Oh, the
That back,
inside-
the back of this is.
Well, it's metal to metal, and the front one and the outside one's almost gone.
Yep.
So apparently, when they were driving it, it was still moving okay.
That might be why it held so decent when we tried to hold it and spin the deck.
You already got a screwdriver to push back the piston, right? Oh, wait. Hold on a second. That's probably going to shoot fluid out. Let me grab a bottle to stick that line in. We're not getting rid of them, but we're
Bearings sound dry.
what? Yeah, dry as hell.
They still spin really good. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Sorry for the noise, but this thing's kind of stuck.
What's kind of stuck? That's bearings. That's all part of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a while. Leave me alone. Pick a fork.
We got nothing underneath that control arm, so when that goes, it's going to go all the way.
Yep.
Just get it up here a little bit. There. A few tools fell.
Spread your thing back out.
Yeah, it happens because it's actually a what you call it one. It is actually made for. Yeah. hit down on it. Tape fell.
Hit it. I'm gonna try to catch this thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna. It's not much on it. Did it come down onto it, or do you got the nut completely off?
Oh, nut's completely off. I suppose that would be a smart thing to do is put the nut on it so I don't catch it on my toe. Oh, that's the bottom one.
That other one over there?
Yep.
And the jack. Come out? Huh? Oh,
Just gotta hit it hard enough,
I'll
dude.
say. I was worried about swinging hard because you were sitting right there next to it. So I'm like, oh, if I miss.
Watch, I'm probably still gonna catch this on the foot.
Probably. He's like, you could fucking hold it, asshole. Oh, whoops. You have to edit that part out.
We could go beeps. No, no, no.
What?
Okay. I thought the shaft was spinning. I'm going the right way, right?
Yeah, we're going to ouch.
I didn't think I put the. Oh, there she
There
is.
it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, strip that apart. All right, now take that spring out of there. Or you can leave it in there right now, I guess. Yeah, watch your fingers. There ain't nothing holding it. It's just the control arm. I guess those springs were still pretty good, huh? They're full.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pain. We'll just have to drop the control arm.
That's funny. When Derek did his C10 and he dropped it, it just fell right out. We got absolutely nothing connected to ours, and it still won't fall right out. Why'd you switch to the box end? You didn't want it to slide around it and smush your knuckles?
No. It's bad enough My wife keeps telling me she's putting that on my tombstone.
What?
Wrench slipped. Yeah, when she gets back, ask her. Be like, what do you put on Kevin's tombstone?
Holy crap, man.
Yeah. It's still stuck to the thing pretty good. Yeah.
I can't believe it's got that much push up in it still. Alright.
Oh man, this ball joint's actually still good. If we hadn't destroyed the boot.
Yeah. We got new ones. Alright, so now this side's pretty much all taken apart. And I suppose if we wanted to, we could take the upper control arm off.
Shoot, we could drop the lower control arm out. It's only a couple bolts.
Hold on. What size was that? Oh, 13's too big.
I mean, why not? Might as well take as many parts out as we can. Make it easier to manipulate.
Nope. God, that's nice. There. Where's the impact at?
Wasn't my day to watch it.
Yes, it is.
Oh, then it's over there on the floor
Oh, okay.
by the toolbox. Oh yeah, you can hear that rubber.
Oh yeah, it's crusty. All right.
Well, guess what? Those nuts are hot.
What are you doing? I just take that all off.
Make sure you know where they go so we can be almost back to normal.
No, this is not going to be normal. If we have to have this many shims, there's a problem.
Well, that's how they came from the factory.
No,
Yes.
not that many.
Well, maybe not that many, but
Let's say,
shimmed up like this.
yeah, shims are normal, but that much is not. An inch of shims.
Okay, all right.
Like these two probably are definitely original to go in between the nut and the shims. So we probably can put those on and the nuts back on them. To hold them on.
Would you make up my mind?
Because those are just the washers that go on it. The shims, we don't need all those on there. We'll keep them all, but because you never know when you might need some shims. Like for doors and quarter panels. And
Man, that thing is stuck. Oh well.
Try this. Oh yeah, it moves, but the problem is there's so much.
Crap in the way. Do that again?
All right, there's that side. Take that ball joint out. Get the ball joint press.
Toss me a rag. Or something to wipe my hands off with. Oh yeah.
What? That's got another 100,000 on it, man. Yeah, and it's probably only got like 200,000 on it now.
Which worries me because original ball joints don't like to come off. Question is, what direction does it press in?
Should press from the bottom. I believe. Up in.
Yeah, it feels like it. Put a 6-speed.
Do you need this big, or will this one work for underneath it? Is that one big enough to go around it?
Nope.
Yeah?
Nope.
Huh?
This one isn't.
Oh, that one's not? Okay. Okay, well, do you want this one for the top to push it down through? What was that?
Do you have a longer one?
Huh?
Do you have a longer one?
No. Why?
Because it hits this first.
What are you talking about?
It hits this first.
Oh.
Great. It's recording again. Okay. So we're not sure where you left off with us, but yeah. That was dumb. Probably should take it loose first, huh?
So you switch it to reverse. Other way. Alright, there we go.
Sweet, this side's ready to drop.
Alright. Now I gotta switch to this side.
You want to work that side, and I'll take all but 2 of these bolts loose so we're ready to drop as soon as you're done.
Yeah, that's fine. You realize we only have one creeper chair.
Here, I have to do this standing up anyway. You're so needy.
Alright, what tools do I need over there you got? Because we got like half the toolbox out there.
So it's like, I had them laying next to each other. This one, for the
Nuts for the, what you call it?
Yeah.
Pliers and pick and...
this one, there's a pick somewhere, maybe a hammer. a beep box.
The ratchet with the socket. Oh,
Slow
this over
your
here. It's already over here.
Well, that's probably where the tools that I need are.
Yeah, probably. Which ones do you need?
The 2 wrenches, 9/16, 11/16.
Alright. This is really awesome.
Let's move the camera around so they can see you.
What's that?
Let's move this camera around so they can see you.
No, they don't want to do that. Wow. It'd have been nice if somebody would have power washed this or something.
Right?
You realize they had the brake line going right behind between the spindle and the nut for the upper ball joint?
Really?
Yes.
Have you worked on this before?
Nope. Even I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, true. Wrong ones anyway.
That'll probably fling out later and hit me in the face, but that's all right.
That's fine.
Well, it'll only hurt till the pain goes away.
Right? What they used to tell us, pain is just sweetness leaving the body.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ow.
I didn't do it. That. Don't need this one anymore.
I need a bigger wrench.
What size?
I don't know what size he's got over there.
Which one?
Or the 15/16 is too small, so it's probably. Yep. Oh, whoops. Guess I should go the right way. I had to, tighten it a little bit before you loosen it. See, now it loosens way easier.
It's not the right way to do it?
I mean, that's the way I always do it. Makes it,
Just make sure it's not going to break, right?
yeah. Because if it just breaks off, that's even easier.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, this is just, I did like one, I broke it loose and then like one time with the wrench and then fingers the rest of the way. That's just unbelievable.
Same thing happened over here. Is that impact extension laying there?
What?
Never mind. I'm stupid.
Sorry for the noise. The kids are outside playing. So.
Looking all around for these things that I need to take this apart. Just remembered you asked me, hey, what are these sockets for?
What's that?
Those sockets that were over on the table.
Oh, yeah.
But you're like, hey, what do you need these for? Take this apart. And I'm searching all over the garage to try to find these parts. No, you didn't.
Give me that flat screwdriver. Oh, yeah.
Did you break your screwdriver?
Yep. Definitely broke the screwdriver. And it didn't move this piston. Say that brake line is probably definitely, or brake hose is probably definitely shot.
Hey y'all, 20 out there, 20 out there. That way.
And these pads at least stay in here. Perfect. These pads stay in exactly like they're supposed to. Not really. That's weird. If I pry this way against the rotor, pushing the pad back, I get nothing. Absolutely nothing. Won't move. But if I pry this way, as soon as I put a little pressure, it's pushing the piston back and getting through that. I don't know. Oh, do we need to keep this line that doesn't reach to anything? No, okay.
No, I'll make a new one later. Okay, 2 bolts and one cradle.
Oh shit. I guess we can throw that away. Whatever. Alright. So we could probably definitely reuse that.
Same on that.
Alright, now oh yeah, this one sounds really good too. Oh yeah. That don't seem right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely shorter.
What don't seem right?
What's that?
What don't seem right?
This?
Well, hopefully it's just bearings and the hubs like that.
Yeah.
Oh, we dropped a 6.5 in the front when we did the dress.
Yeah. That, oh, I don't want it under. I don't want it all the way up on it. Whoa. You mean you gotta hit the fork?
Usually helps.
God, why would you want to do that?
I have no idea.
Whoop.
I think it's a faulty design. Well, there's attributes of being a mechanic, though.
All right.
Forcing ignorance.
Yeah. The upper definitely popped loose easier on this side. But this one's because it's an original upper, probably. Oh, Jesus, that scared me.
Stop.
What?
Totally just push it up off of that
Yeah.
jack stand.
Oh, this upper ball joint is cherry, dude. It moves it up and down. What?
Pull the jack stand back on.
Oh, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought when you put it under it originally. I was like, holy shit, dude.
Stinking ghost in here. Is it still good?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over just a touch because it's not on it, but
We're gonna take a break from recording for a second. A minute, maybe two. Okay, we're back.
oh, we're gone.
Oh, we didn't go anywhere. Let's turn the camera off for a minute.
Oh, you know what? We need to get the. Yeah, after I use my pants. Where's the. All right. We gotta do a little. How did you do this before? Oh, because I went this way on it. There's the old one.
Crusty.
Yeah.
You know, you make this little box thing you put on these things and stick it in the ground. And your kids have a ride.
And you what?
Remember when we were kids, we had those little like horse things that
Swing
were
jack around here.
on what looked like car springs.
Just put it under this. Just put it under the jack ring. That way it holds it back out of the way. Maybe jack up on it a little bit. There.
That's all she goes.
That's all she goes. That's not all she goes.
Sure it is, why not?
Because I can't even get this under there. It's got to go up higher. Oh yeah, it's going.
Tell you what, using an impact wrench doing this, a whole lot easier than the old school with a wrench because those stinking clamps never want to stay put.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, you got another 50,000. Is it dripping?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Just a little water.
Okay, that's gross.
Nothing wrong with that. Throw that one in the trash.
I just cleaned my hands too. Which one's worse? Driver's side.
All right. So this bolt joint we're not going to take out right now. We're going to have to wait until we get.
Get it on the bench.
Yep. We're going to have to. Man, that's going to suck.
There's two ways to do it. You just grind those heads off. Ooh,
Plasma cutter.
plasma cutter the heads off.
Just. And pound them out.
Yeah. We want to drop it on the floor?
Where's the 3/4 socket?
It's these two.
It should be 21 millimeter.
I thought I sent it over with you.
What?
Oh, it's that little tiny one, right?
And it should be a deep well. That deep well right there. The 3/4 or 21 millimeter deep well. All right, so these go this way,
Yeah.
not this way.
Oh.
Come on. Oh, now you want to take all the tools off the cart.
Well, it's going to be easier to move that big thing around.
Yeah. Well, we got to get this stuff off, or this side off anyways.
Okay. So, lawn service is here, so we're going to shut down, well, stop recording for a while until they finish. Otherwise, it's going to be really annoying hearing lawnmowers and weed eaters and
Blowers and...
blowers and whatever else they got. We'll be back. All right, welcome back. Don't know if you can tell, but we decided we're going to fiberglass the dash because this thing was so cracked up, there was no fixing it any other way. So we got all the cracks fixed, all fiberglass up, getting ready to actually put the fiberglass on. This is basically just the prep work. So we decided to take the steering column apart to get it cleaned up so it doesn't look like trash in a freshly redone cab. So we took it all the way apart, got the shaft out, gonna clean this all up, paint it up, make it look good. As far as shifting, we decided to go with a floor B&M shifter so we don't need the piece for the column shift anymore. So we're gonna shave this down a bit, clean it up. Hopefully it looks good, hopefully, but that's where we're at right now. Corey's prepping some more pieces. Another part of the column. Getting that ready. Sometimes it's just easier to take all the old paint off and start over. Well, the steering column project was short-lived.
More great news!
As we were inspecting pieces, getting stuff ready to go, started cleaning up the hollow tube, we found a problem.
It's just a little problem, but then it just keeps growing.
Yeah. This crack started out probably about this long. We tried to bend it back to see if we could weld it. It grew that much further, so decision has been made.
New steering column it is.
Yep. We're gonna have to sell one of our kids or something.
Me!
Yeah, you do have more. Well,
Yeah,
I have more. But,
No, you don't have more. I have more.
yeah, but some of yours have left the house already.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So instead of the heartache of trying to fix it and praying and crossing my fingers that it gets fixed right, it'd just be easier to get a new one. Dadgummit.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for this episode. So we can get an episode out. I know we're being
Slow.
slow about putting them out, but now that my ship is back and I'm back to working on the ship, our time's a little bit more limited, just weekends, basically. So we're trying to get as much done in between as we can. but it's going slow. But as you can tell, we got the frame all painted. He showed you guys most of this stuff the other day, but we got the frame all painted. We got the cross member all cleaned up and painted where it's going to meet up to the frame, and then we're going to finish painting it once we get it up to the frame and everything. We got the firewall painted with actual black gloss paint that that's what it's going to be painted with. So that's all done now. Got to let it dry. What else?
We took apart the hubs just to check the bearings and stuff, and found out one of the spindles is messed up. So more parts.
Yep. Oh, and you told them about the steering column already. That's already ordered and on its way. So that's another $300. Yes.
But we got a pretty cool plan for the key portion of it, though. That should be interesting.
Yep. We got a few other odds and ends. We ordered the fittings for the steering gearbox so that we can run basically AN braided hose for the power steering hoses. So that'll look nice.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
A lot of waiting for parts, waiting for paint to dry.
Yep. And sandblasting. Lots and lots of sandblasting. Not a big fan of sandblasting.
I don't mind it when it's the little parts.
Yeah.
When it's the lower control arm, it's not fun.
Yeah, it takes a long time. But I guess that's going to be it for this episode. So we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Post.